nobody is going to watch out for you like you. Once you face your fear, nothing is ever as hard as you think. The days that you don't want to do anything are the days that you need to do the most. The only thing you can control is how you feel, do, and think. Stop trying to change other people because it almost never works. Out of difficulties grow miracles. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Not everyone whom you meet's intentions are true. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Trust yourself. You've survived a lot, and you'll survive whatever is coming. Challenges aren't there to stop you. They're there to test how much you truly desire what you're striving for. They ask you, are you willing to sacrifice, to rise, each time you fall? If your answer is yes, then you've already made it halfway. True lasting success doesn't just bring pride. It teaches you to cherish every moment of the journey that brought you there. Don't fear difficulty because it's the quiet mentor guiding you forward. And when you overcome it, you'll not only reach your goal, but also realize that the real value lies in the growth you experienced along the way. What comes easy fades with time, but what you earn with heart and effort becomes a permanent part of who you are. So keep moving forward even when the road is hard, because it's that very road that will lead you to where you truly belong. Learn to be content and happy by yourself. If you need company to be happy, then it will make you weak. Share your progress, not your goals, and you'll always be motivated. Don't be afraid to be alone. Being by yourself is far superior than being with crappy people. Every second you spend comparing your life to someone else's is a second spent wasting yours. Don't get emotionally attached to anyone. People change. Even your best friends can turn into strangers one day. Take your responsibilities seriously, but not yourself. Fear is not there to stop you. It's there to show you that you're interested and you care. Don't make permanent decisions on temporary emotions. Don't compare the behind the scenes of your life to someone else's highlight reel. You cannot have everything. You always exchange something for something. To know who your true friends are, look for the ones who say good things behind your back and bad things to your face. A tough lesson in life that one has to learn is that not everybody wishes you well. A little foolishness enough to enjoy life, and a little wisdom to avoid the errors that will do you. You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice. Change is not a threat, it's an invitation to live. Give your expectations only to yourself. You think you know someone, but mostly, You just know what you want to know. You can't understand everything immediately. Sometimes you need to wait. Some goodbyes set you free. Hard times don't create heroes. It is during the hard times when the hero within us is revealed. Happiness is not the absence of problems. It's the ability to deal with them. You owe nothing to your younger self, but you owe everything to your present self. Self-care is realizing that you are your greatest obstacle. You only get one body. Take care of it. You'll have it all your life. And while it is incredibly resilient, it can only give you what you put in. You can cut all the flowers, but you cannot keep spring from coming. Commitment is what gets you started. Consistency is what gets you somewhere. And persistence is what keeps you going. With time, the more wins with fear you can accumulate, the more fearless you will become. Never make someone a priority who only makes you an option. If you are a friend of everybody, you are an enemy to yourself. We're stronger in the places that we've been broken. Now is no time to think of what you do not have. Think of what you can do with that there is. No one you love is ever truly lost. Worry a little bit every day, and in a lifetime you will lose a couple of years. If something is wrong, fix it if you can, but train yourself not to worry. Worry never fixes anything. I love to go to the zoo, but not on Sunday. I don't like to see the people making fun of the animals when it should be the other way around. Every day is a new day. It is better to be lucky, but I would rather be exact. Then, when luck comes, you are ready. There isn't always an explanation for everything. In order to write about life, first you must live it. I like to listen. I have learned a great deal from listening carefully. Most people never listen. The thing is to become a master in your old age, to acquire the courage to do what children did when they knew nothing. When you get a different vantage point, it changes your perspective. It allows us to see things that maybe we should have seen a long time ago. Don't do anything you feel you'd have to lie about later. People treating you poorly is a reflection on them, not you. The people who ask the most from you are the people who do the least for you. You can start your life over any time you want. You can start being the person you actually want to be today, right now. It's normal to feel bad after making the right decision. Failure shows us the way by showing us what isn't the way. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. In life, it's important to know when to stop arguing with people and simply let them be wrong. Overthinking ruins you. It ruins the situation, twists things around, makes you worry about futile questions, and makes everything much worse than it actually is. Sometimes their behavior is your answer why. Say no to your desire to be perfect. Otherwise, you won't be able to improve further. Keep your standards high and do not settle for something because it is available. You cannot have everything. You always exchange something for something. Some lessons have to be learned twice. True happiness comes from aligning your actions with your values, not from external approval. The chief trick to making good mistakes is not to hide them, especially not from yourself. You should never sacrifice what you could be for what you are. Never overlook contempt. When someone views you with contempt and talks to you like you're beneath them, they will likely do you harm, whether relationally, socially, or physically. Remove that person from your life. Life gives you lots of chances to screw up, which means you have just as many chances to get it right. If you do not make yourself indispensable, you will be unemployed soon. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Don't hang on to your mistakes just because you spend a lot of time making them. You only get one body. Take care of it. You'll have it all your life. And while it is incredibly resilient, it can only give you what you put in. People are not always who they seem to be. Even knowing someone for a long time can and will turn on you. Nothing is scarier than avoiding your full potential. You cannot be lonely if you like the person you're alone with. The more you sweat in peace, the less you bleed in battle. Your wound is not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. The highest reward for one's toil is not what one gets for it, but what one becomes by it. There are things in life we don't want to happen but have to accept, things we don't want to know but have to learn, and people we can't live without but have to let go. Thank you for watching the video. Which quote impressed you the most? Feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more great content. See you next time.